Okay, so I'm picking up where I left off in class for 2 point perspective. I was just showing you I'm using the 2B pencil, T square. I'm going to put a bottom, kind of like a carport into the bottom of this building. Proportions probably would imply that maybe one or two vehicles could park down there, but it's I'm finding the backside of the building, so I put a post in, put two walls in, and then it's now open space. And then I realized that, hey, I do not have a way to get to the second floor. There's no elevator, there's no stairwell, so I'm going to put a stairwell in. I'm guessing on what the angle of the stairs. I probably should realize that it's going to be a little bit too short. So I'm putting guidelines in. I put the cube up, but I leave the top open, and then I set the depth of my stairs in the front, and it's just for the first one. Now I'm going to go up and over to the left, vanishing up and over. They're getting progressively smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller. And here I'm like, well, I need to extend these back because it's not up to the level I want. And I'm going to wrap it around the backside of the building. This would be a death trap with no railing, but right now this works. Now I'm going to run the ins and outs of the stair treads to the right vanishing point. Now I'm going to run that all the way across. I'm leaving it long enough where I can clean it up. And then now I'm going to do the far side. I'm going to go uh, over to the left vanishing point again, just like the left-hand side of the stairwell. I'm doing the exact same thing. Here I got to clean it up a little bit because I got to make it work with the building. So I want there to be kind of a wall that attaches. So I'm going to get rid of that space in between. I'm going to get the angle right, clean it up a little bit, and then attach it so it looks right. And there we go. Um, and so that's how you do stairwell. I'm now finding the levels of the building. So I'm just going to do a little shading in here so you can see the inside of it. So you could decide which one is darker, which ones are lighter. So I want to do different values for things right next to each other. Here I'm marking 1, 2, 3. These are just saying that those are 10 feet increments. For each level of the building, I'm going to run it to the right vanishing point and the left vanishing point. For the most part, everything is still going to left and right, except for vertical lines. Now I'm putting in windows. I want to keep that space on the side the same throughout. So once I put my first window in, I just match it. And then I put the horizontal line going to the right vanishing point. And I'm going to do the exact same thing. I need to find the corner edge from the front, from the right windows. So I'm going to mark on the corner edge where my other windows exist here in a second, right there. And then I'm going to cross those to the left vanishing point. I already divided it up for two windows. I started with finding the center line and then did a space in the middle. And easy as pie, get those multiple windows in. Just putting a little top trim in, and I'm going to also find the sill. So you got to be careful where you're starting on the sill because you don't want to start and stop at different places. It will change the physical thickness of the sill. You use the corner to set the width of the horizontal lines going to the vanishing points. You do the vertical first, then do the horizontal. You cannot see the left sill here. It's so small. I'm just shading it in. The top one is large enough to see. And so I'm going to put those in. You really need a sharp pencil to do these. Trying to do this with a dull pencil is a bad idea. Okay, I'm going to put another building in just to show you that you can use the guidelines already there. I realize I mess up with this. I'm like, oh, which way am I going here? And it's just kind of, I could have gone either way, depending on where the bottom is. It's the stairwell's overlapping. I'm like, no, let's run that as the left side, then the right side, and that just uses the overlap. Make sure you set the bottom at the right spot. I'm not going to push that out here. I'm going to do some background stuff with mountains. Set the initial shape all the way across. Make sure it doesn't run too high. You don't want these A-frame mountains. You really want to just sprawl them out. There's very few places in the world where they have A mountains with like this little back and forth snow at the top. Here I'm doing a letter that's in 2 point. In this case, it's A. I found the center line by crossing over. And then I'm going to make sure the size is right. And then I'm going to give it a physical thickness. I'm going to come in and do the physical thickness for the other side as well. So I'm just back and forth, left and right to both vanishing points. then give it a little shade in so you can see it. And I think that is where I'm going to stop on this. I think that's it. I'll zoom out here. Well, I'm doing something else. I'm just finding the edge of, I can't remember, the stripe for the road there. So that's what I'm doing there. And that's it.